Hello boys and girls, welcome to another episode on Banished. I hope you all had a nice end of year and new year, and all best of wishes from my part to you guys. So let's see where we left last time. I do remember that we have some issues with food and that we were expanding a little bit too quickly. I'm also seeing that my church is full. But I don't think I will build an extra church just because it's not really realistic to have more than one church for only 200 people. So I will not do that. Let's speed up the game. Why is this not connected? Let's connect that up. And then I think everything is connected all the way around. Things are looking nice and we need to expand more in this direction. 10 free laborers, someone died, was trampled by a wild boar. Oh, I didn't see that one before. An amount of firewood is low, makes sense. So probably we can build an extra woodcutter here. Let's do that. Firewood is low. Let's see, woodcutter. Something like this. And then hopefully I can get my firewood up again. It's only low because of all the extra housing I built. And I'm wondering if my stone houses are consuming less firewood than the wooden houses. I also remember that I need to upgrade some of these houses, and mainly in this part or area. So let's do that actually. Upgrade, upgrade, and upgrade for now. We have a lot of people living here, so ideally this is empty. This is our boarding house where people that don't have a home can stay for a short amount of time. Check an extra woodcutter, there we go. And let's get some extra fuel. And maybe because of the extra fuel I can also put an extra storage or stockpile. There we go. Amount of tools is good, amount of clothing is good, stone is good, everything is doing good. And I'm thinking, what did we need? We need serve on food, so we still need food. Let's build an orchard we just did. So maybe let's do something like crop field here. And a road in between to keep everything connected. And I think I left enough room here to do an extra road as well. So let's connect this up like this. And then with this extra field we can get some extra people working. And hopefully we can ramp up that number even more. Over here, this was a place I could not connect because of the terrain. See what he has to offer. I need to slow down because I see some bacon and cherry, and I don't think we have cherry seeds. Overview, production, trade items. So we don't have both of them. And let's check what we can trade. So we don't have enough to have something we can work with. If I do it like this, I can already have the cherry seeds. So let's trade. And let's send some extra traders out to collect all the goods that we need to make a second trade. At the moment we are halfway there, so it's fine. So let's speed up and let them collect. And I will immediately switch to cherry, so they probably will cut down some trees, but then we have some diversity in the food. And then we can build an extra orchard if we have the pecan nuts, I think it is. I saw some nice video about these, how they are harvested. It's quite nice, they really get their equipment around the tree and they shake the entire tree and you can really see it being relieved of all the weight of the nuts. It's quite nice to see how that is going. It also makes sense to get this side of the road a little paved, just because it's in front of the warehouse. So something like this. Those houses are upgraded, so let's upgrade some more housing. And then we did all the houses I wanted to do, and I see they're already at their limit of fuel, so let's get that even more up. Let's check the boarding house. Still quite a lot of people living there. I think we can start expanding. And let's do some extra potatoes over here. And see if we can build an extra orchard and also get some extra farmers. There we go. Still enough labor, so let's build the orchard. I was afraid of that. Let's do big 15, something like this. And then I will put the cherry or the pecan seeds. Let's check if you're already right there. I think so. So 3, 6. There we go. And trade. And then get that number down again and dismiss the trader. And now we have some extra seeds. Trade, so we have the pecan and we have the cherry. So still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. And then we have everything that we can have. And then 1, 2, 3. Hit. There we go. I'm also wondering here. I think it's still peach, and when they cut down a tree, they will switch to the cherry. But I don't know, to be honest. So a lot of wool. I would like to have some extra cattle. I think wool we have enough. I can check actually. So mutton, leather. I see some leather stock. Ah, we have a lot of leather. So not wool. So I'm also thinking then to only make warm clothing. If wool is the issue, then we are better off crafting only warm woolen or warm clothing, warm coats. Okay, so that's ongoing, and I was just thinking to build the hospital, since we don't have any. Somewhere in the back. More somewhere here. And then we can get some extra paved roads. Now is stone good enough? Wait till there. So let's get this all the way paved. And then something like this to some extension. There we go. and then we can fill up some extra housing here. But already it's starting to look really nice with the fields and then the city center. But we need to extend still to have a proper city center, and we can grow the population even more, so that would be nice. Stone is low. Still got 12 people to assign jobs to. I think everything is assigned except for the gatherers, fishermen. Let's get one extra. And I could assign some extra gatherers, but I like it like this. So let's actually also change that number to 2. Because then the things that they collect are nice and dense inside the forest. And it's also building up an extra resource of food. In case we really need it, I can get that number up. So all stones were delivered here. The hospital is going up. Nice to see. And we have enough firewood. We already check if I can build some housing here. Something like this, just something dense. And let's pave it up. So they can't pass through that side, but I want them to pass through on the back side of the city hall. So they can move around. And let's pave that little piece of road. What do I need? A physician, how is it called? Physician, yes. One physician. And I have 18 laborers at the moment. Guessing we need a lot of extra food. And since I was thinking, but all the wool is stored here. Inventory. We're storing a lot. I can browse for a general overview. Inventory. Let me quickly check. So we have a lot of leather. So all this extra things are leather. So building an extra pasture of sheep isn't a bad idea. Let's get some room in between. And go for the max pasture. That's filling up the area quite nicely. You can see it's also very nice that you see the city center and all the agriculture around it on the minimap. Okay, I think the speed is still quite low, so let's speed it up. And then we need to get some road connections all the way down there. No one is living in the boarding house, so that means everyone has a house to live. And the population should increase. That's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing is that we get more people to work. To put to work. Bad thing is that our food is rather low. Let's also increase that number to 20,000. So it's already complaining about my food levels. Trader has arrived again. Cattle, chickens, nothing that we need. We have plenty of cattle and chickens. Chickens, not that many, but we have plenty of cattle and soon plenty of wool and sheep. And I should build also some extra pastures for chickens. Maybe in this area. Pasture. Oh, seriously? How much do we need? 7. So if I remove that road, Let's remove that bit of road. I put it right here. Thank you very much. Then I have something to work with. And I will do something like this. Some extra pasture. This one is almost cleared out. And then we can have some extra herdsmen and some extra food. They can bring their food right there, so that's all fine. Logs are doing great, firewood is doing great. Stone is rather low. They need to pave all this still. Some nice little boards or a sign there, so let's see. Get some mod. Get some directions. Market, hospital. Can do something like this for the hospital. Give the market. Always that arrow pointing to the left, so we can put it here. Or there, maybe even better. Hospital, town hall. Extra. And some lanterns. We can put some here. Something like this. Not the best, and we can also hang them. Ah, okay. Towards houses, and this are. This is nice if it works. It's a little bit too high in my opinion. What's this one? A little bit, it's some kind of a wall. Okay. Some carts. Just to fill up the area a little bit. Make it more alive. Nice. Large wagon. Maybe not in the way. Somewhere here. Oh, that's maybe next to the church, something like this. Nice, nice, nice. Let's create some fences. That's something for another time. Let's check the trader. There's a lot of food, but I think we are fine. If our pastures are up and running like this one, we can have some extra chickens. We can tell them to split. That's 11. And this is 13, so let's split this one. Let's get one extra herdsman, so that's nice. For this area we only need one extra. We're 16 chickens. And then here we can get some extra sheep. So that's 2 herdsmen. And we can split up this large fields here. Let's split, and that should give us some extra food. Someone died. Stonecutter crashed by a rock. And I see that our population is also increasing quite a lot. Can I have an overview? Citizens 241. Not everyone is educated, so maybe a second school would be nice. And then we are thinking more in this direction. So maybe the backside of our hospital. And then the road that goes around. Something like this. I see a lot of sheep. They're going to their new pasture to be slaughtered. Okay. So tree builder is still fine, and we need a lot of stone, but that comes in time. Okay, everything is moving along nicely, a little bit expanding this direction. So let's... some nomads. As far as I can see, it's quite a lot of them. How many? 28. I have to deny them, because I cannot afford 28. If you see my food at the moment, it's way too low. Okay, it's early summer, so soon the first harvest will start, but still, it's a little bit too low. And we have plenty of people that need to work still. And this takes time, so I have now 2 big pastures that are not producing any food or little food. For the chickens the same. So as soon as that is up and running, we will get some extra food. There's pecan trees, the same. That will all come in time. This is all the way paved, that's nice. And then here it's also paved, also nice. And the harvest has started. Trader arrived. A lot of seeds. So maybe I need to slow it down just to check which one we need. I think cabbage we don't have. No, so let's go for that one. Assign some extra workers here and see if we have enough, because this one's a little bit more expensive. Okay. And some wool. That's probably the reason I don't have any wool spare. And then I'm overpaying by 5 units, so 3. And I set some cabbage. So let's trade. And then the potato we have. Check. The cabbage is now new. Potato we have. Pear we don't. We could trade this one for a pear. But we need to wait for some extra. So cabbage, I can get an extra field. You need a teacher. You can allow some students. And we can get an extra field. Leave a small gap. 15 by 15. And we will already start building some extra housing, so people don't need to travel that much. Get them nice and dense, those 4. And let's speed up. How much stone do we have? Only 8. It's not enough. It's fine. And also now realize that we have a bad connection towards the back. We have small connection here and then small connection there. Not that big, but it will do. And I see that it's not paved. Stone is still an issue. It's complaining about food. Okay, food is fine because we are really building a lot of food stuff, and we are now collecting extra potatoes, extra cherries and extra pecan, or at least I hope. So let's get some cabbage, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So our school is up and running, only 3 students, but it's fine. Trader is still here. Let me check if I can get there. I don't think so. 19. Nope. We're short quite a bit. Oh, autosave, and the trader moved out, so no worries there. 14 people. How far is this going? So I could do with some extra, one extra field there. Let's wait for some new seeds to get some variety in food, and I also think it would be nice to get an extra storage barn. This one is used quite a lot, so that's good. Somewhere over here I would like to have an extra storage barn for the food sources here. So I want to extend also next direction with some extra small housing. Maybe over here I can also put one. Let's already do that one. Nice, in the trees. Stone, 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 stone. Okay. Thinking, what did we extend? We extend this part and these fields. Okay. And food is still an issue. It's quite a large issue actually, because we just had harvest. So we need a lot more fields than this. This is not producing any food, and this is also not producing any food. Not good. I think the chickens are already producing again. Yes, and yes. How far is this area? So I can get some extra chickens in there. I think chickens for the moment is the way to go. We get a long chicken farm for this one. Yeah, let's do it. 50 logs, we have enough logs. Because people are starting to get hungry. Let's also get an extra vendor in here. Maybe even 2, because we have the laborers for that. For distribution of all the goods inside this area. And people don't need to worry about their food. Zero patience, I guess that's good. Already 30 students again. Cabbage is growing and food is still an issue. Here they're already building. And stone is ongoing, so maybe since we have enough workers, let's set a limit for 2 more. Get 1 extra builder off there. Just interesting in our population. 251. So at the moment we have the same amount of people as we did in Dawn of Men. If you didn't watch that series, feel free to check it out. We went, or we stopped at 250 people there. Let's dismiss. A little bit of a bigger achievement than this one. Here's a little bit easier. Start a little bit harsh. Remember here, we started with this little community and then extended in all directions, and now we have this small town. With a large pole in the middle of the city center. Is that for a flag or a post? Don't know. It would be nice if there's a flag hanging that you can design yourself. But let's see. Stone. 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 That one is being built. Let's connect up the road on that one. And let me also check what are they complaining about. Food and food. And I'm building more houses, that's not good. This one is almost finished, but they are putting priority on that house. Extra student and a farmer. And now they're building that one. Food is going up, but not enough. Let me check the graphs again. Yeah, it's not very good. As you can see, every year we get a harvest every time a little bit higher, and this time or last time something went wrong. Cannot tell what, but something went wrong. That's why the food is lower than normal, and we have an outbreak. Okay, can I check where it broke out, or people just start dying? One. It's visiting a doctor, and she is educated, minor, 51 years old, Neva. So if you wonder how that will turn out, turn in next episode, because I will end the episode here. Tomorrow we have a new episode on Banished, and we will see what will happen with Neva and if she will infect more people than just herself. So if you like what you're seeing, feel free to like and subscribe. If you don't like what you're seeing, feel free to leave a dislike. And I will see you, boys and girls, next time.